Imagine trying to get into a house guarded by fingerprint scanners, bouncers checking your ID, and secret passwords. Welcome to your body's ultimate VIP club, the cell. And the cell membrane, it's the bouncer, the security system, and the doorman all rolled into one.
The cell membrane is a phospholipid bilayer, which means two layers of phospholipid molecules. Each has a hydrophilic, or water-loving, phosphohead facing outwards towards the watery environment, and two hydrophobic, or water-fearing, fatty acid tails tucked inside away from water. These tails create a hydrophobic core that acts like a barrier to most water-soluble substances. That's how the membrane controls what passes through.
The structure sets the stage, but it's the proteins that really run the show. The membrane isn't just a fatty wall. It has lots of proteins embedded that do all the important jobs. Let's break down each protein without the boring textbook energy. There are channel proteins, forms pores for ions, and small molecules to pass through passively. Carrier proteins change shapes to ferry bigger molecules across. Pumps use energy, ATP, to actively transport substances against their concentrating gradient, like pushing uphill. Receptor proteins receive signals from outside the cell to trigger responses inside. And marker proteins often have carbohydrate chains attached to act as ID tags, telling other cells, I belong here. In between the phospholipids, you'll find the cholesterol molecules. Cholesterol keeps things chill, like the cell's emotional support lipid. They stabilize the membrane's fluidity, preventing it from becoming too rigid in the cold or too fluid in the heat. Cholesterol is essential. Too little and your cells get stiff. Too much and things fall apart. Think of cholesterol as a thermostat and moisturizer of the cell membrane.
Carbohydrates are attached to proteins and lipids on the cell surface, forming glycoproteins and glycolipids. These chains serve as identification badges for cells, crucial for immune identification and cell communication, kind of like ID badges at a party. Without these ID badges, your immune system could literally start attacking your own cells. Not great. Selective permeability means the membrane's picky. It's not just letting anyone in like a cheap club. Small non-polar molecules like oxygen and carbon dioxide can walk right in. Larger polar molecules or charged ions? Nah, you gotta use the special doors, also known as protein channels, or get a ride of carrier proteins. And water? It's a VIP that uses special aquaporin channels to avoid the velvet rope. Now, for moving stuff around, there's passive transport, no energy needed, molecules just follow the crowd from high to low concentration. Examples include diffusion, osmosis, and facilitated diffusion. Next, active transport. This one requires energy. The cell uses ATP to push molecules uphill against the flow, like when you're swimming in a strong current. One example is the sodium-potassium pumps that maintain the nerve signals. Oh, and don't forget the cell can gulp stuff in, endocytosis, or spit stuff out, exocytosis. Basically cell eating and cell pooping. Gross? Maybe. Important? Definitely. Without the cell membrane, cells would be a leaky, shapeless mess. Viruses sneak in by tricking the membrane. Medicines need to cross it to work. The immune system depends on it to recognize invaders, and it's crucial for maintaining a balanced internal environment, which is also called homeostasis. So, it's the unsung hero keeping you alive and kicking. The cell membrane isn't just a barrier. It's a brilliant gatekeeper, communicator, and protector all in one. From phospholipids and proteins to cholesterol and carbohydrates, every part plays a crucial role in keeping the cell alive and functioning. If this made biology finally click, hit that subscribe button and join me for more breakdowns that actually make sense. Science doesn't have to be confusing. See you in the next video.